Caleb's Trains.
On today's video, me and Caleb are going to do our second update on our layout rebuild. And by the title of this video, this is not for the faint of heart doing something like this. It's been a lot of work.
Yes, it has.
A lot of tearing down, a lot of like, wow, this is like real. But it's been pretty fun. Caleb's been a huge help.
I have been a huge help.
Yeah, I wouldn't be nearly as far as I am, or we are on this if Caleb wasn't helping. He's been doing a lot of work, So, been trying to keep it fun. We haven't had any moments of frustration or anger or anything yet.
I'm actually surprised of that.
Me too. It's actually been therapeutic kind of doing it on one hand, and then on the other it's kind of crazy tearing down what we built, but it's going to be better on the rebuild. So we can see how it's going to be such an improvement. In this past week, we've taken down a lot of the layout that was built out to accommodate the 72-inch curves for the horseshoe. And that was the biggest problem really we had with it, because it was so tight. Our main aisle in our train room was so tight. It was it just, you had more than me and Caleb in here, and anyone else would come and look at the layout. It was just it was like sardines. We're like packed in here like sardines. So now we have a lot more movement, which is what we were going for. So it's kind of funny. We kind of made the layout smaller, but
at the same time bigger.
So that's it's pretty exciting, pretty awesome. Still working on the final track plan, but as far as the outside main lines are going, we have a great start on that, and how that's going to be, we'll show you here in a second. Other than that, like I said, this is a project not not for the faint of heart, because it's kind of demoralizing, but you just got to keep focused and know that it's going to be better. So in the long run, and that's where we're at. And again, when you got a partner like this dude, it makes it a heck of a lot easier. So a lot more fun. So we are having a good time doing it. So
yes, we are.
Other than that, hope everyone's doing well, staying safe. Yeah, can't wait for 2020 to be over. So there's something to look forward to, the new year. Yeah, and our new layout.
Yeah.
Design. So
definitely.
Caleb had straight A's again for his first grading period. Very proud of you. Good job. Straight A's. Man, awesome job. I'm glad at least, you're still able to go to school, and all that's working out. One good thing there. So proud of you. Good job.
Thanks.
Me and your mom both are proud of you. So I just want to say that. So now, anything you'd like to share?
Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash the notification bell so you don't miss any of our awesome videos.
That's right.
Smash the comment button if you want to ask us or tell us something. And also smash COVID and get it out of here, please.
I agree. Get it out of here. I want to go to a train show.
Yeah.
So anyway, again, hope everyone's doing well, staying safe, running your trains. We haven't been running ours because the layout's not connected right now.
Right.
But we're close. We're real close, and I think it's being really realistic that within a week or two we'll have trains running again.
all we need to do for the outside line is just make the bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and voila, we can run trains again.
Yep, and we'll be back on track. So, all right, let's get to what we've been up to, and I guess that's it. What do you got to say?
Happy railroading!
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
All right, we're back. So as you can see, we have really opened up the layout.
I can actually do this now.
Yes, that was never going to happen before. I'm kind of do a little walkthrough here and show you where we're at.
Yeah, a lot of track is torn up.
Now this is still there. Yeah, there's lots of things tore up. And where this angles out and then flattens off, this is the original benchwork of the layout. And it ended right there in this corner. So, here, let me point it to you. Right here. This section, yep, that section was built out later, and that's what this is all on. So as you can see here, kind of where the yellow Union Pacific truck is, back to the wall, I added that at a later date. So basically, where the farmhouse is to the wall, straight across, was the original side, and it went around just like it does. And then it came over here. And on this side, we had that big kind of cantilevered out area. And that's all been taken out now. And that was put in to accommodate for the 72-inch curbs. So now that we're not gonna do the horseshoe, we open this up. Now you can actually have people in here and
squished together
without
like
bouncing.
sardines.
Yeah, without bouncing in. So as you can see here, this was all original.
Yeah.
And then it ended right there.
Although we needed this for like...
And then I added this section here and this, because originally, if you remember any of our original subscribers early on, back kind of where the Polar Express is sitting, there was like a workbench there that was there when we bought the house. And all I did was add a height to it to bring it up to the table level of the train set. And we had a small little yard to begin with over there.
Yeah, there was no why.
No, there was no nothing.
If you remember way back, you remember that.
Yeah, so then we added all of that to make a big yard.
Big old why.
Yep.
Big old nothing.
So, those are like the add-on parts to it.
Yep.
But yeah, we now, by taking all this out, have made this so much larger.
Once again.
Yep. So we're really happy with this, how this has come out. What we want to do is we're going to see where the 3 lines come around and where the bridges are going to be. Because it's going to be 3 separate bridges is what I've decided on. So
it was going to be one bridge, but then...
Yeah,
I think 3 separate bridges.
Yeah, I think it'll look better, and that still may change, but right now that's where,
our thought process.
Yeah, our thought process is with that. And then instead of having this just be like a sharp 90 and 90, we're gonna round this out, or angle it, just to make it look a little nicer. Kind of like how, kind of like how I did here.
Or this spot.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do, and it may go back a little further, and I may just move that leg in further and do something there. Thanks, Caleb. So we'll see, but yeah, that's what we've gotten done as far as tearing down.
Yeah.
And then over here, you see we have a 21-inch passenger car, and that's 90-inch curve. And then right next, let me get this drill out of the way. And then next to it, we have 81, and that's already tied in. And you see the Allegheny over there. And what we're doing is we're using the Allegheny and the 21-inch passenger car just to see for clearances. I want to see how our clearances are shaping up. And there's my coffee cup and the big boy, which we've also been pulling out and putting on because everything does work. That's hooked up, you know, those two lines. So we've been using these three pieces for our getting our spacing. So basically what I'm doing is on this side I have a 4.5-inch spacing in between the lines. Now this curve here, this 81 is going to be cut back. It'll have to be cut back so it runs parallel with this straight track.
And we'll have to do the same to the 72.
And the 72, yep. So, and that's got to be cut back from where that straight ends. It's got to be cut back a couple inches. We'll lay it out and with the 72-inch curve so that we keep the 4.5-inch space, the spacing in between. I like the 4.5-inch spacing because when the cars originally, what we had, the original layout, it was a 3.5-inch spacing, and they would get real close. A lot of the bigger equipment would get real close. And right now I have this one over here, and then the outside, the 090, that's where it's going to stay. But I'm going to move the 081 that's on there right now. I mean, it's screwed on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it back a little further, trim some more back on the straight that connects into the curve.
To make it a 4.5-inch.
To make it a 4.5-inch space.
Like over there.
Yep. Because
so then same spacing with the Allegheny and.
What it'll do, it'll just line up perfectly for our bridges and that. And this was just it was a test to see how everything was gonna work out. And I went with 3.5 over here when I was doing this initially, because we did 3.5-inch spacing on the other design with we had 054, 063, and 072, and we went with 3.5-inch spacing, and it worked, but they were close. So I was like, well, these are more gentle curves. 3.5 is plenty. But then I did 4.5 over here just to see how it looked. And I like the 4.5 better. So this here is just going to be, we just have to move it back a little bit back there, which is no big deal because this is just, it's screwed in, but it's not permanent by any stretch. So we'll just move it so we have our 4.5-inch spacing here through here, and then it'll line up perfectly fine with that side, and we'll be able to connect it. As you can see here, if you look kind of straight across, kind of like the Transcontinental Railroad.
Yep.
Where in line, we've had a straight edge on it and everything, so it's good. Like I said, the 081 needs to be cut back on the far side to run parallel with the 90, and then here we're just gonna cut it back there and then get the 4.5-inch spacing. So that's our next little thing we're gonna do, and we have our bridge concept that we got going here. We'll probably in the next video or two show that. We've got the hardware and stuff to do the bridge, or bridges I should say.
Yeah, bridges.
So just going to do a little bit more thinking on it. I want to do it one time and one time only. I don't want to tearing things up constantly until we get it right. I want to get it right the first time. So that's where we're at with that, and I think that's going to come out good. And like I said, it's a disaster. It's definitely a disaster, but it's somewhat controlled chaos, I'd say. It's coming apart a lot better, a lot more smoothly than I thought and I anticipated when I was thinking about doing this. So pretty happy with that. And it's going back together pretty good. So yeah, that's where we're at. Pretty happy with the progress we're making. I was hoping to have this up and running by Christmas, and I think we're gonna do it. So, I mean, we're really close. You're just talking about a span right here, and the 090 line will be running. So,
and everything can run on 090.
Everything can run on 090. So, we have what we need to make the span across here. So. We're getting there, but one thing at a time. I'd like to get everything run up to and ready for the bridges and do all them at one time. So we'll see how it plans change, but that's where we're at. Hope you guys like the update. Leave us any comments, questions, whatever you have for us, and until next time.
Happy railroading.
All right, thanks. And oh yeah, go Steelers.
Yes, go Steelers.
All right.